Hey there guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Less Than Average Gaming and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Man, I'm loving this game an awful lot right now. Let us jump into another run. I think I'm a little bit more adept at using the silent rather than the ironclad for the time being. So we will keep using the silent in this run. The last run wasn't amazing. If you did manage to check out that little short one, not a fantastic start. We will choose a card to obtain here. Noxious Fumes. Fantastic. Perfect start. Exactly what we want. Love that card. Fantastic, fantastic card. Okay. Let us start. Let us start in the left-hand room. Doesn't really make much difference where you start. Not an awful lot. Just dealer's choice, basically. Let's hit him as hard as we can. No fluffing around, no waiting, no messing, no fussing. Just hit him as hard as you can. Tends to hit me for 6. You can make that 4. Gain that block. So this is the decision I'm talking about. Do we actually use Survivor here and discard the card? Or just not use it at all and have them both go in? Or, like, what's the way to go there? Like, not really sure, because it's going to discard them anyway, so I don't really know the answer, unfortunately. We will use a defend. A couple of strikes on that guy. Okay. Neutralize his hit. They strike, double block. And hopefully we can just pick up the kill on the next turn with the poison, which we should be able to. Which we will definitely be able to. We'll just strike him, though. No big deal. Should we move that face cam a little bit down? Can do that, actually. That's a little bit better. Okay, moving on. Okay, leg sweep. Apply to a weak 12 block. Sucker punch, 7 damage. That's just Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is just basically a heavier version of Neutralize. So, do we really want that? We'll go to leg sweep. Just see how it works. Basically, we're sort of in a phase where we're sort of testing out what the cards actually do, how the cards are actually going to work for us. Okay, Noxious Fumes. We'll get that Survivor. We will discard. If this hit everything, which a leg sweep would do, very cool. But because it doesn't, makes it a little bit lame. But we should be able to do pretty reasonable work against these two, especially with the fumes coming up. That doesn't actually make them take, does it? No, upon taking attack damage. Right, so they're going to hit me for quite a few, at least 11. At least 11. Block, block. Got that armor up, and we'll just attack him. Not too bad. Going pretty well so far. Can't really complain about it. I love the art style. Love the art style in this game. Everything appears to be hand drawn, from the relics to the borders to the animals to me to the background. Everything looks fantastic in this game, so can't fault anyone there. So I do love the way this game looks. Very, very good. Defend for no reason, I guess. So yeah, it's a hard sell. A hard decision to make between the old discarding cards. I'll have to actually watch someone who knows what they're doing at this game and see what the old difference would be between letting them discard themselves or actually discarding them on their own. Add a card, Flying Knee, or 2 decks. We actually want the footwork, because 2 decks is actually very, very good. It basically upgrades all of our defensive cards, so that's pretty good. We like this. We've had this before. Let's go random room. What do we got? As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling. Ah, it's the relic one. We can take the HP hit. Oh, really? Okay, what do we get? Start each combat with 10 block. That's sick. That is unreal. Oh, it's only for the first... No, start each combat, not start each turn. Eh, it's fine. It's better than having nothing. we going to be able to pick up anything? Acrobatics is pretty good. Draws and cycles. Yeah, we'll go acrobatics. And then we will just move on, because we got that acrobatics, so pretty handy. Should we go the elite way? Should we go the elite way? No, we're going to avoid the elite, unfortunately. We don't want this to be another 5-minute run, unfortunately. Shit, this is a bad start. He's going to fuck us up right now. So we should acrobatics, draw more cards, and we will discard a strike. We don't need one of those at the moment. We'll neutralize. Noxious fumes, and we will use survivor. Okay. Didn't go too badly. Oh, we actually had the block. Anyway, I forgot about that. We had 10 block. Here's the first turn. I forgot about that shit. Could have used footwork there as well. That was a bit silly. A bit silly on the old brain, unfortunately. Bit of a bummer. Plus we have a strength potion as well. Oh, we're gonna end our turn. I'm like, why is nothing happening? And it turns out it was just me being stupid. That's fine. Leg sweep, get that block, strike. Not too shabby. Makes the attack weaker, gives us armor. Win-win, really. It's a little bit heavy. A little bit heavy for what it does, but, you know, you can't really. Defend, discard, use all the cards. No, he's just getting strength, so he's getting stronger. Footwork, which we will use here, because he intends to hit us for an awful lot. So we can get that 7. Sucks a little bit that we're going to take the 3. But again, what can you do? You can't really defend against everything all the time, unfortunately. Silly leg sweep here. Makes his attack 8. Gives us 14 block. Strike. Pretty handy. Yeah, we'll hit that strike. We need some free damage. We need a little bit of free damage so we can draw the old damage and hit him on turns we use our big cards. Otherwise we are kind of hamstringing ourselves. Check to defend. Hit that block again. And we'll just neutralize him again. We should have this wrapped up pretty neatly, but we can't always just bank on it being an easy fight. And we'll strike and end turn, because he's going to die next turn anyway. Very good job. Dodge and roll's a good card. We like dodge and roll. We'll avoid the elite for the time being. We don't need to be dealing with that so early on. Nah, we don't need that. Decks. 3 decks. It makes all of our defensive cards better. We'll upgrade the decks. It's a little bit of a tricky choice there, unfortunately, but you know, you try and make do with what you get. Alright, we will leg sweep this nerd. And strike. And neutralize. Just sort of try and deal as much damage as we can in the one turn. We want to make short work of this guy, so... Nope, not this turn. Another turn we will use our strength potions and just murder him. Because we got extra damage waiting to be used, and we can't really find a place to use it, unfortunately. Footwork, gain some armor. Yeah. Big blocks. Oh, that was silly. That was not very bright, unfortunately. Pretty sure we could have got our Noxious Fumes off there, but we can do it actually this turn. Very, very handy. I do like the drop and roll, whatever it's called, the dodge and roll, because even on turns where you aren't taking damage, you can get damage taken off you next turn, and he's gonna actually be able to escape here with our gold. Ah, what a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. He's just gonna leave. He's just gonna leave. See you, guy. Smug twat. Crippling poison, add 3 poison, apply 3 weak. Is that a... I don't really like any of these. I don't really want to... we're all about... crippling poison might fit. We are seemingly all about defending ourselves. We want to get as much defense rolling as we can, try and take as little damage as possible. So, you know, it might not be too bad. We get the footwork up. And we start with the block as well. So we can do this and we'll just block. No big deal. We can take our time here. We're not in any rush, fortunately, against these fungi beasts, which look like dead rats with mushrooms growing out of them. Pretty creepy. We'll block, we'll get rid of the defend, and we will strike our guy. Alright. Not a bad turn. Can't really complain about a turn like that. Especially since we're not taking any damage, really. We're sort of just rolling through our cards right now. Acrobatics. Don't want the defends. We want dodge and roll for next turn, or do we want to just kill one? We're not in a rush. We will split the difference. Not a bad split, because eventually this guy is going to die anyway, so we can't really have many complaints about that. So we don't have to worry about this guy anymore, because he is practically already dead. Put the crippling poison on this guy. 7 armor. Where do we get the 7 armor from? No idea. What does crippling poison do? Poison and weak. Okay. And I guess we'll defend. Not an awful lot I can do, unfortunately, but, you know. You win some, you lose some. If we've got 10, we blocked all of it. And can we kill him here? We certainly can. Nice. This is better. I feel like this is actually stronger than it was before. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. Yeah, this is the one we want. This is starting to shape up quite nicely, actually. Bottle Lightning. Upon pickup, choose a skill card at the start of each turn. Leg sweep. It's a big card. Okay, we'll go leg sweep. Try and upgrade our abilities. Upgrade this guy? Innate. Innate. Start with each combat with this in your hand. This is a very, very good card. This is the one we like. We like After Image because basically it gives us armor all the time. And with Dex, with the Dex bonus, we just get lots and lots of armor. So, pretty handy actually, I would say. How many cards do we have? Yeah, I'll check the crippling poison out. We don't want that. Should we pick up a cheeky potion? Yeah, let's grab that regen potion. We'll use it in the next fight and we'll try and... Somebody once told me the